Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to YC Cooks and Bakes. I'm YC. Today, I'm going to be making salmon patties for my family. And a lot of times, Alaskan wild caught salmon is expensive. But in the scheme of things, with the economy the way it is, I can take just a few cans and stretch it to where it's not so expensive in line with the beef and things like that have already gone up in price. And I'll show you what I'm using. I'm going to use 3 cans, and then I'm going to show you how I stretch it to feed a family of 6. But I'm using the pink salmon. It's wild caught, and it's the Alaskan wild caught salmon from Alaska. And you may have seen this at Aldi's, and I'm not sure where else. They have the red cans. They sell the red cans at Food Lion and at Piggly Wiggly. And we are going to be using 3 of these today. And when you open it, you have to turn it upside down to open it. So I'll go ahead and do that right now. And making salmon patties is quite easy. One thing I do to stretch it is I used mashed potatoes. I make some, or I use leftover mashed potatoes, whatever I have in my fridge, along with breadcrumbs and eggs. And I use red onion. You can put chopped peppers in it if you'd like. But I save the juice. You can use some of the juice when you're trying to stretch it. But I save the juice and the bone and the skin for my German Shepherd, for my dog. So because she likes to have this with her dog food, and it's high in rich in omega-3, and it's really good for her. Okay. Now I'm going to put this, I'm going to clean and put it in a bowl. So I just have to take the silver skin off and the bones. And I'm going to go ahead and do that with these two more cans that I have. And I will bring you back when I have the fish all cleaned. Okay, I'm done cleaning the 3 cans of salmon. I got all the silver skin off and the white fat and the juice, and you can see how much it made. You can see all the dark skin in there from the salmon. And so you don't give this, I'm not going to give it to the dog all at once. I just give it to her in parts. A little bit will stretch across the whole week, you know what I mean? Just enough to flavor her food. And not only does she love the flavor of it, just like a bear, but it's really, really good for them. So I'm going to set this aside. And here is our salmon. And this is where I add all the rest of the ingredients. Now, you can fry these on top of the stove if you want, but I do mine in the oven because I make so many. And what I've done was I sautéed some garlic and some red onion in some butter. Okay. And I'm going to add that. Okay, and then you want like a 1/4 cup of parsley. This is my 1/3 cup I'm using. And then you want a 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. And all this, helps your patties to stick together. And we're going to use a couple eggs. mix all this in. And in my potatoes, I put salt and pepper. And the onions, like I said, I sautéed some minced garlic with it. A lot of times I use like red pepper and stuff like that, but today I am not. Okay, and I'm going to add the mashed potatoes with it at this time so that I can get everything to stick together and I can make patties. And I also seasoned these potatoes. So the onions were seasoned and the potatoes. Each time you do a step, season it. That way your stuff is not bland and it tastes like something. Okay, now my husband says I'm famous for overcrowding a bowl. I think that's what I did this time. But I'm going to work with it. It's been a very busy day today. I had my shopping to do. And then, tomorrow now I find out my husband's, his schedule. He finds out his schedule. So we know when to plan for him to cook with me. That way I'll be able to, relay that when I find out. But I got all the ingredients and everything in the house. Okay. And between the mashed potatoes and all the good ingredients and the butter and the eggs, this should stick together, make a good patty. And if it doesn't, you can actually use some of that salmon juice. I just don't feel like I need to right now because I think I left enough in the cans when I poured it in here. So okay, and I did spray my pan that I'm using for the oven with vegetable spray, just so you know. And most people fry these in frying pans on top of the stove, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to have to just pay attention to when they're done, and I'll try to keep an eye on the time for you. I do have my oven preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. Now, you don't want to make them too big either, because they can, when you go to flip them, they'll break up. So don't, you have to be very careful when you make them. Make sure they packing together and don't make them too big, because you'll be disappointed. See? You want like a snowball. See? You want like a snowball. Okay? And you can dip these in crumbs again if you like crumbs on the outside of them. I don't usually do that. And you can serve these with tartar sauce or whatever you want. Or you can, last time I made them, I think I made a coleslaw to go with it. This time I'm doing a macaroni and cheese pesto that I found at Aldi. I would like to try that out with this. Okay. And again, remember, not that big, kind of like a small patty, you know, like a small hamburger patty kind of, only this is salmon. Okay, and I'll show you what, I have all this to go, and I'll show you what it looks like so far. I'm putting them in a pan, see? So I'm going to keep on making them, and I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. I'm done making all the patties. I'm going to tilt you forward so you can see them. That's what they look like. And I'm just going to go ahead and give them another quick seasoning on top. Okay, and some cracked pepper. Okay, and I'll bring you up so you can see them. Okay, and the three mashed potatoes and the 3 cans of salmon actually made 12 beautiful, reasonable size, thick salmon patties. So that would be, for my family, 2 on everyone's plate. So each person would have 2, and then whatever our vegetable or salad or whatever I want to put with it. So I'm going to get these in the oven. Okay, I just wanted to come here and tell you what we've decided to put with our salmon patties this evening. And we're going to make this macaroni and cheese pesto that is specially selected, that we found at Aldi. And it's imported from Italy. So we are going to try the macaroni and cheese pesto. And I hope that we like it. I'll let you know what I think of it. So I'll bring you back. Okay, it's supper time. Everything is ready. And I just want you to know that I had cooked the Alaskan salmon patties 20 minutes on each side. And when I put my recipe in the description, it will reflect that. So if you're new here, please comment, like, and subscribe so you can get all my recipes in the description. And also I have the shells pesto from Italy, and I will taste them for you at this time. I want you to see what the plate looks like. It looks very, very delicious. The salmon patties, the shells pesto from Italy, and a couple little garnished tomatoes there. I did put some more flavoring in this. I put a couple tablespoons of butter, and I put a couple teaspoons of the Nora chicken bouillon to flavor this. Instead of, pouring salt on it, I wanted, if I was going to add flavor to it, I wanted it that has a little bit of sodium, but I wanted it to have flavor too, not just up the salt, So yeah, that's really good. I'm glad I added some bouillon and a couple tablespoons of butter. And now the Alaskan salmon patties. Yes, they're cooked very good. Very good. So 20 minutes on each side. Very good. They taste very delicious and very flavorful because of the sauteed garlic and the sauteed onion and the salt and the pepper, and just it just brings it all together. So I hope the next time you have some salmon that you give this a try. And I hope you have a great night. Bye-bye.